They say adults need at least 7 hours of sleep every night to function properly in the daytime. Well, last night I barely managed 5 hours, and I can tell you for free, I felt it this morning. I went to bed terribly late, so when my alarm went off, I woke up super grumpy and tired. But it's Sunday morning, and no matter how I feel, I know I have to get up because first service starts by 7. Now, before anyone say rich people don't sleep that long, I beg forget that matter. They do. Stop deceiving yourself. I dragged myself out of bed, grabbed a glass of water to wake my system up, and headed straight to the bathroom. First, I brushed my teeth, then I decided to take a proper shower to freshen up. By the time I was done, I didn't even realize how much time I had spent there. When I finally came into the room to dress, I glanced at the clock. It was already 6:14. Now, here's the problem. I usually leave the house around that same time, and if I didn't leave quickly, I was going to miss the pre-service prayers at 6:30. So I had to fast track everything. No time for serene, serene. I just had my earrings, little powder, lip gloss, picked up my Bible, and I left the house immediately. I walked down to church as fast as my legs could carry me. Luckily, I got to church around 6:36, meaning I only spent like 9 minutes in walking. I tried to do, I no go lie. Yes, I was 6 minutes late for pre-service prayers today, but at least I made it before they ended. Not too bad, considering how my morning started. Shortly after, the main service began, and it was impactful and empowering from start to finish. One highlight of today's service was that our pastor, the one I told you earlier, was transferred, officially handed over to the new pastor today. It was such a heartfelt moment. We prayed for him and his family as they move on to their new assignments, and it felt bittersweet, saying goodbye, but also welcoming someone new. When the service came to a close, I took my usual walk back home. By then, I felt a little more awake, probably from the prayers and energy in church. One thing I've learned to do is not to be emotionally attached to any pastor they send to us because they don't always stay for long. So my own is to go to church, hear the word of God. When they close, I carry myself back home, nothing more, nothing less. And that's how my Sunday morning went, from waking up tired and rushing out to receiving strength and inspiration in church, and then heading back home with a lighter spirit. I'll see you all in my next vlog. Bye bye.